Hello and welcome to the next video of my LCK 2024 preview series. We're going to cover OK Brion, OK Bro. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I have a disdain, if you will, for this team and the way they decide to play. Last 3 years, the record is reflective of the way they play. 10 and 26, 11 and 25, 9 and 27. This is the slowest team to play. We'll see if a change in the jungle will cause them to be a little more aggressive and make things happen, but I have my reservations. So, Umpty went to TL, Henna went to Live Sandbox. Excuse me. Gideon joins from IG, did not have a team in summer. Envy last year played with Live Sandbox in spring and then played with LGD in the LPL in summer. Average age of this roster, 21.6 years old. Morgan is 22. He has a lot of fans in the Discord. I think he is meh at, and that's really it. 89 games played, 1.9 KDA, 8.7 CS per minute, 51.5 KP. He goes and gets farm, but dies doing so. 22.1 gold share, 426 damage per minute, which is 23.3% of damage. More carry oriented. But, like I said, in the end, dies a lot. On average, behind 50 gold, 1 CS, 140 XP at 15 minutes. Had 13 solo kills, 12 champions picked. Standard 3 Renekton, Jax, K'Sante, 57% of those 89 games. And then behind him, you have a combined 29 games on the depth chart. Kangen, 21 years old, in 22 games in Challengers, he had a 2.4 KDA, 8.2 CS per minute, 53.3 KP. 21.3 gold share, 472 DPM, which is nearly 24% of that team's damage. Against CK tops, he was behind 155 gold, 4 CS, 50 XP, 8 solo kills, 9 champions played. Then in Academy, they must have a really young player because this is what teams do. They give them the role as their name. So top played 7 games and struggled on the Academy team. I mean, that's not a big surprise. It is Academy, a young player. 1.9 KDA, 6.9 CS per minute, 53.5 KP, 19.4 gold share, 508 DPM. It is the Academy in the LCK. 5 champions played. In the jungle, we have Gideon. Like I said, he played with IG last spring, lost his job to Tianzhen, or Tianzhen. Played with KT prior to that, if I recall. So in 36 games, struggled. There's a reason why he lost his job. 2.9 KDA, 5 CS per minute, 68.2 KP. IG fought all over the place. And at the same time, if you're not involved, you should be farming. There should be something going on. 18.2 gold share, 318 damage per minute, 14.7 damage share. 10 champions played. Maokai, Viego, Sejuani were 18 of the 36. So we're going to go double D here. Doi V or whatever. So we're going to go double D. Had 12 games played in Challengers last year. Did not do very well. 2.3 KDA, 5 CS per minute, 71.3 KP. 18.7 gold share, 242 damage per minute, which was 13.3% of damage. He was behind Challenger junglers, 320 gold, 5 CS, 405 XP. Had 1 solo kill, 6 champions played. This team, so we just went over Nongshim, right? And there were a bunch of really interesting prospects on their roster. Then we go to Brion, and it's like, oh, what are you guys doing? There's what's going on here? There is one prospect that I think looks pretty good. You could argue maybe 2, but Nongshim, a much better depth chart. Jungle, 19 years old, 69 games played. 3.5 KDA, 5.3 CS per minute, 69.1 KP in Academy, 19.4 gold share, 409 damage per minute, 12 champions played. I mean, pretty standard. Karis in mid, highly touted a couple of years back. At this point, we need to really start seeing something happen. I thought last year he did get better, despite Bro benching him for Ivory for a little bit. In 90 games, he had a 3.2 KDA, 8.9 CS per minute, 66.3 KP. Pretty solid numbers. 2 out of every 3 kills. Solid CS. 22.7 gold share, 510 DPM, which is 27% of the team's damage. A very slow team, so not dealing a lot of damage naturally. Behind, 155 gold, 4 CS, 50 XP at 15 minutes. 20 solo kills, 16 champions played, 3 most played champions, Azir, Akali, Jace, were 42%. So very carry oriented in that regard as well. So the stats reflect the champion pool. A lot of Akali in there. I mean, Akali being an assassin, you are not expecting Akali to facilitate, right? Ivory, 20 years old, 81 games played last year. 2.6 KDA, 8.7 CS per minute, 65.2 KP. He's okay. I thought at the LCK level there were some issues, but at the same time, it's not like it's the healthiest environment to make your debut. 22.7 gold share, 564 damage per minute, which was 27.8% of damage. He was behind your average challenger mid, which is also something to note. Down 325 gold, 4 CS, 35 XP, 17 solo kills, 21 champions played. And then we have Chemish. 101 games in Academy last year at 18 years old. Struggled. These stats are a struggle. So 3.4 KDA, but a 7.1 CS per minute, 65.3 KP. 20.7 gold share, 549 DPM. 25 champions played. You played a ton of different champions, but we weren't farming, so what were we doing? Essentially, that's the way I look at it. Like, if you're not farming, you got to be doing something. Whether it's getting damage, making things happen. I mean, we got to be doing something. 80 carry, Envy. So keep in mind these stats are half LCK, half LPL. 23 years old, 72 games played, 2.7 KDA, 9.5 CS per minute, 64.8 KP. Very average. You could argue below average numbers. 24% of his team's gold, 547 DPM, which was 27.9% of damage. 13 champions played. Varus, Aphelios, Lucian, just over half of the games. Anash, 19 years old. Played 60 games, 3.8 KDA, 9.5 CS per minute, 73 KP. So higher KP, obviously at a lower level of play, different team, different orc, completely different. But we just say they fought around him more, and maybe that's why he didn't farm. They're fighting all the time. 24.6 gold share, 571 DPM, which is 26.8% of that team's damage. On average of 15 minutes, he was down 80 gold and 30 XP. 3 solo kills, 9 champions played. They also brought in Samver. Samver is 22 years old and played in the LDL last year with I believe it was one of the non-LPL affiliated teams. In 84 games, had a 4.4 KDA, 9.4 CS per minute, 64.6 KP. 23.5 gold share, 604 damage per minute, 12 champions played. Those numbers are pretty low for LPL standards. LPL 80 carries, there are quite a few with over 10 CS per minute and stronger stats. I'm going to go Tongi, 19 years old. These stats are crazy for Academy. I don't know if there's a typo that caused this on Leaguepedia, and if there was, so be it. But 4.8 KDA, 9 CS per minute, 69.4 KP, and you're going to say, well, those aren't crazy. And no, they're not. If anything, they're kind of meh, right? 25 gold share, but then 1,018 DPM. His Ezreal, I don't know if there's a typo, but the DPM on his Ezreal is literally like 1,700 DPM. It's got to be a typo, right? They had to add a 1 at the top. Screwed something up. Something had to happen there. But that's what it says. So, if that's the case, that's incredible. If not, it needs to be edited. 6 champions played. Support effort, 23 years old. I think Palu could have pushed him more, and I think Palu's going to this year. But in 91 games, effort at a 2.6 KDA, 69 KP, 125 DPM. More true as like a true support, not an 80 carry support, not somebody that's really going to be making things happen in damage. He's going to be, secondary. Just supportive, for crying out loud. 3.25 vision score per minute, which is actually pretty good given the situation. excuse me, 7.5 wards placed every 5 minutes, a control ward every other minute, 2 wards cleared every 5 minutes. 19 champions played. And then Lulu, Nami, Rakan, his 3 most played, they accounted for just over 30 of the games. Like I said, there is no Heimerdinger in there or something that's going to deal damage. I mean, when Lulu, Nami are your 2 most played champions, your DPM is going to be really low. Palu, 18 years old, I thought did very well last year based on these stats. 77 games, 3.2 KDA, almost a 75 KP, very active. 162 DPM. Vision, lackluster 2.8, but then again, you're looking at the 80 carries here. You don't see dominance, right? So 7 wards placed every 5 minutes, 2 control wards every 5, well, actually a control ward every other minute pretty much. Cleared 1 ward every 3 minutes, 18 champions picked. And then we have Sup, 19 years old in the academy team. 24 games, 3.7 KDA, 70 KP, 173 DPM. 8 champions played. So, as far as the players are concerned, this roster is sus, to say the very least. And then the coach is Edgar. Edgar is a world championship winning coach back in 2018 with Samsung Galaxy. Or 2017. It was 2017 or 2018. I just sounded really official there, like I knew what I was talking about. But we're flipping a coin on that. I think it's 2018. So, 138 and 164 in his career in the LCK as a coach in the regular season. Individual games in the playoffs, though, only 24 and 28. When he gets to Worlds, pretty good results, 27 and 12. If he can get there. That hasn't happened for a long time. Still living off of that championship and playing League of Legends 7-8 years ago. And they still play that way, this team, which it's a tough watch. It's a tough watch. You know how some things are a tough read? Brion's a tough watch. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.